Sean Diddy Combs' federal trial just kicked off in New York, and it's already dominating headlines. The hip-hop legend faces jaw-dropping charges like racketeering and sex trafficking, accused of running a secret criminal empire for nearly 20 years. With jury selection underway, this case is about to shake the music world. The trial of Sean Diddy Combs begins. Sean Diddy Combs, one of the most influential names in music and business, facing the fight of his life in a New York federal courtroom. The charges? They're as serious as it gets: racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and more. Prosecutors are painting a picture of a criminal enterprise that allegedly spanned nearly 2 decades, with accusations that Diddy used his fame and fortune to exploit women, silence victims, and keep those around him quiet. Diddy has pleaded not guilty to every single charge. He's rejected a plea deal, choosing to face these allegations head-on in court. The trial is expected to last for months, and with reporters, fans, and critics all watching, the pressure is at an all-time high. If convicted, Diddy could face up to life in prison, a stunning possibility for a man who once seemed untouchable at the top of the entertainment world. Jury selection underway? Let's get into what's happening right now inside that Manhattan courtroom. Jury selection is underway, and it's turning out to be a marathon, not a sprint. The court called in about 150 potential jurors, each being interviewed individually. Judge Aaron Subramanian originally estimated it would take just 3 days to seat a jury, but the reality is proving much more complicated. Why? Because this isn't just any trial. Every juror is being grilled about their knowledge of Diddy, the case, and because of the nature of these charges, their own experiences, or those of close friends and family with sexual assault. This is a crucial step. Prosecutors and defense attorneys both want jurors who can be fair and impartial, who can put aside everything they've seen online or heard in the news. Lawyers are using peremptory strikes and motions to dismiss to whittle down the pool. The goal is to find 12 jurors and 6 alternates who can truly focus on the evidence, not the headlines. With so much media attention and sensitive subject matter, that's proving a huge challenge. Public awareness and media influence. And here's the thing: everyone called for jury duty knows exactly who Sean Combs is. He's a global superstar, and this case has been everywhere: news, social media, late-night jokes, and even viral videos. One of the most talked about pieces of evidence is that now infamous hotel hallway video from 2016, showing Diddy allegedly assaulting Cassie Ventura, his former girlfriend. Potential jurors have admitted to hearing jokes and commentary about the case, including details like baby oil that prosecutors say was used at Diddy's so-called freak-off parties. This level of public awareness is a double-edged sword. Detailed charges against Combs. Now let's break down exactly what Diddy is facing. The federal indictment is a whopping 17 pages and has been updated multiple times since his arrest last September. The main charges include racketeering conspiracy under the RICO statute, which is usually reserved for organized crime. He is also charged with sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, transporting women across state lines for sex, and sexual exploitation and victimization. But the allegations don't stop there. The RICO charge also includes serious accusations like arson, kidnapping, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Prosecutors say Diddy used his business empire and a network of employees and associates to facilitate and cover up these crimes. The accusations stretch back as far as 2008, painting a picture of a long-running, tightly controlled operation. Key witnesses expected to testify. So, who's going to take the stand? At least 4 women are expected to testify for the prosecution. The most high-profile is Cassie Ventura, the R&B singer and Diddy's former girlfriend, who appears in that explosive hotel video. She's expected to share her story in detail, and her testimony could be a turning point. Another key witness is Dawn Richard, a musician and former associate who has filed a civil suit against Diddy. She's likely to provide insight into the inner workings of Diddy's circle and what she witnessed firsthand. There are also at least 2 other unnamed women who are expected to testify about sexual abuse and exploitation. And it doesn't end there. Business associates and even a male sex worker could be called to shed light on what happened at those infamous parties and behind closed doors. consent and lifestyle arguments. Diddy's defense team isn't backing down. Their main argument, that any sexual encounters were consensual. They're expected to argue that Diddy and his partners engaged in alternative sexual lifestyles, including swinging, and that everything was above board and agreed upon by all parties. The defense will also challenge the prosecution's interpretation of video evidence, especially the footage involving Cassie Ventura. Expect them to scrutinize every frame, looking for anything that could cast doubt on the prosecution's narrative. Diddy's lawyers have already made it clear. They want to move past the internet circus and focus on the facts. This is a serious proceeding with serious consequences, said Anthony Rico, one of Diddy's lead attorneys. Inside the courtroom. Inside the courtroom, things are tense and tightly controlled. Jury selection is happening to one person at a time, with strict questioning and privacy protection. The identities of the jurors will remain anonymous for their safety, no small thing, given the intense public interest. Federal court rules mean this trial won't be televised. Instead, courtroom sketch artists will provide only visuals for the public and press. That adds a layer of exclusivity and keeps the proceedings out of the 24-hour news cycle, least in terms of live footage. Opening statements are set for May 12th, and the trial is expected to last at least 8 weeks. Security is tight, with US Marshals escorting Diddy from jail to the courtroom. He's been held without bail since his September arrest, and at his latest appearance he showed up in a tan shirt and matching pants, smiling and waving to his family in the gallery. As the Sean Diddy Combs trial progresses, the world is watching closely. This case goes beyond one individual and raises important questions about power, accountability, and how the justice system handles high-profile figures. With jury selection underway and opening statements approaching, the courtroom drama is just beginning. Key witness testimonies and the fight over consent will be crucial in shaping the verdict. Will the jury be able to stay impartial with so much media noise? Can Diddy's defense convince them that everything was consensual? And what will this trial mean for the future of celebrity justice? Drop a comment below and tell us what you think. Don't forget to subscribe for all the latest updates as this blockbuster trial unfolds. Thanks for watching.